I started off assuming we were looking for a person, but having thought about it, the culprit might not be a human at all.
Did you discover something?
Not a discovery. I just remembered something now. When you were describing the clues, I was suddenly reminded of a few little moments. The thought that flashes through the mind in an instant is often the closest thing to the truth. When you've eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth. Why don't we recreate the scene? Think of it as a role-playing game. When I was infiltrating the Fraxis, I had to regularly change identities. A priest, doctor, delivery guy, occasionally, dead body. You weren't exactly thrilled with my methods back then, but things are much safer now. No one's shooting at me, we're just looking into some missing waffles. Like I said, you're the detective, and I'm your assistant.
Alright then. So, commissioned by the Star Torch Academy Infirmary, I will be the detective investigating this missing waffle case.
And I'm your assistant, and also the client of this commission. The incident occurred at 7:30 a.m. this morning. We've searched through all humans entering and leaving the infirmary around that time, and found no notable suspects. Meaning, only one possibility remains. What do you reckon?
If no human committed the crime, then the suspect isn't a person. Could it be that calico cat?
Nicely deduced. If it's a small campus animal, one that can easily stay out of sight, it's no wonder it avoided the cameras.
If that cat is the culprit, it couldn't have finished the entire plate on the spot.
But when I returned to the infirmary, the plate was empty.
Looks like it packed the rest and left. Question is, where?
A place not far from here. Quiet, undisturbed. A place like... Speaking of a place nearby with plenty of cover, this might be it. All the equipment and materials piled up here have created the perfect little hideouts for small animals. But they're quite alert. If we approach without caution, they'll likely make a run for it.
Should we use something as bait?
Snacks, you say? If it hasn't finished its previous spoils, this trick might work. Anyway, we can give it a try. The waffles are almost finished. Seems our cat friend has been hungry for a while. It's all skin and bones. Such a small cat. No wonder it didn't get caught on surveillance.
Quite the appetite for its size.
That means it's still healthy overall. When a student is overwhelmed, I sometimes recommend that they adopt a small pet through the academy. It can really help people unwind. Of course, it does come with duties. A little one like this, for instance, needs a stable home and a lot of patience.
It doesn't seem to be a cat registered with the academy. What should we do with it?
Oh, it's very frightened and may have a stress response. Let's take it somewhere quiet first. then we'll discuss further when it gets better.
Yes, I hear your call. You seek something. Something to help you. The answer is nearby. Faster than a rabbit. Just like a bird. The answer is nearby. I'll keep it safe. Gently down you go. The answer is nearby. The answer is nearby. Shining like a star.
Well, it's starting to feel at home now.
Since the Academy allows animal adoptions, let's take it to the shelter.
The standard animal adoption process for students is rather complicated, but there are ways to navigate it more smoothly. For example, we could start with background checks for students and support staff. Then, we could invite a select group to the adoption event.
So you already had everything figured out on the way back.
The young have the luxury of thinking one step at a time. But as adults, we always have to think a few steps further. If you're able to attend the adoption event, that would certainly move things along. You could be a surprise guest and, at the right moment, hold up this clever little kitten for everyone to see.
It sounds awfully like you want me to enjoy the festivity.
You can put it that way. Just like a machine will malfunction if its springs are too tight, we all need to unwind from time to time. I hope your time here as a student can leave some sweet memories for you. Would that embarrass you?
It's just... sometimes I feel like you're a little too careful with my feelings, Luke. I'd rather you stand next to me, just like old times. Not simply watching from a distance, but walking right beside me.
Walking right beside you. Huh. I see. You want me to be more than just an observer. This is what you meant when you first invited me to the academy, right? You wanted me to monitor the Fraxidus, but you also hoped that witnessing the vibrant life here would save me from the mire of my past. And just as you anticipated, the youth here have indeed lifted my spirit. Watching them always gives me a lovely little escape from the stress, even if it's just for a moment.
So, feel like enjoying your break now?
Well, I've already accepted your invitation. Only my approach is a bit special. It's like this little calico who wandered into our world. There's a special joy in just getting involved naturally, doing what feels right. But on a day like this, I shall take my friend's advice. I'll try my best to enjoy the break, at least.
Got anything in mind?
How about we start by recruiting some kind-hearted people to adopt this cat? I'll try not to make any plans and just go with the flow. This way, would you feel that I'm relaxed and enjoying myself in the moment? Although I'd like to come up with a better proposal, there's still a little fellow waiting for a home. Once it's adopted, I'll apply for some time off. Then I'll invite you again. Now, I'll relax and go try to find our little friend a home.
Faster than a rabbit. Leave this riddle to me. I flew. Deities, hear my call. Good. Let me. The wind's trembling. I should be more careful. Meet my friends. By heaven's magic. Yeah.
just make do with a Nutri-Pack for now. Let's just make do with a Nutri-Pack for now.
Faster than a rabbit.
Sorry for the wait. How's our furry friend doing? That's great. Indeed. Now that this minor incident is behind us, it's time we find it a reliable home. Me?
I mean, they can really help people unwind.
So, this is the break you want me to enjoy?
That's just my thought. It's up to you.
To be honest, I don't find the idea unacceptable, but bringing a new life into my own is something I shouldn't take lightly. For instance, the cat would need its own space to explore, clean water, nutritious and balanced food, and, of course, enough toys to play with. And all of those things would take half of my room at least. Are you sure? it'll be a considerable amount of work. Then it's settled. Next time you visit, maybe you could bring a few toys it might like. I'm completely clueless when it comes to amusing it. Something that rolls or moves under its paws. Things it can shred safely. Preferably something that can help me relax as well. That's why I need your help. I can already imagine it speeding across the room and scattering my neatly organized documents.
And then you'd shake your head while brushing paper scraps off its tail.
Sounds like something that might actually happen.
And later on, you'll have to give it a name.
Ooh, a name. Something I'm not particularly good at. I'll let you decide when you visit. I have work this afternoon. I'll take it to a checkup before my shift. Once I take a break from work again, I'll invite you over to try a few new dishes. And let's see if this little one has learned to open the door for you by then. You're just in time, Rover. The last student has just left, so my vacation is officially starting now. Indeed. If you hadn't reminded me, I would have almost forgotten about the whole mountain of paid leave of mine. If I used it all at once, I could spend almost a year traveling. But then, I imagined the Academy would probably be calling me back after just a month. Well, I don't blame them. It's who I wanted to be, and I've always done my best to live up to that. Unfortunately, not everything works out as I'd like. That little cat and I, for example, haven't really clicked. It ran away on the third day in my dorm. Now it only comes back for food when it's really hungry. It lets me pet it while eating, and even for a little while after the meal. Then it always scampers off. Perhaps some cats aren't really cut out for being indoor pets. The fact that it keeps coming back probably means it already considers this home.
Do you think it'll always come back to you?
Maybe. Or maybe not. Well, it's not like I can have a counseling session with a cat and have it open up to me. For such a free-spirited little creature, there's no controlling it. Perhaps all I can do is give it the space to be free and go wherever it pleases.
So that's why you're not forcing it to stay.
Yes. It's a lot like life itself. We can only control so much, but there's so much more we can appreciate.
Why did you become a psychologist, Luke?
You see, when someone is under too much stress, they can grow numb to the pressure itself, while losing some of their empathy for others. If a person has to bear that stress while still holding on to their empathy, the pain has to go somewhere. It can lead to outbursts, lethargy, or even self-destruction. On that rainy night, someone stood by that gravestone waiting for me. Just knowing I didn't have to face everything alone was enough to stop me from falling into the abyss. Most of the time, being alone or not might not make much of a difference. But when you're trapped in despair, a little support is like a lamp in a long, dark night. So now, it's my turn to be that person for others. That includes you. I hope that if you're ever feeling too tired, I'll be the first to notice. Glad to hear. I'll keep working on it. To the vacation, and to the free little cat.
To the free, and to a future where all can enjoy freedom.
Gently. There we go. Greet my friends. Leave this riddle to me. Uh-oh, careful. Greet my friends. Demon Ace. You're gonna remember this. All evil repelled. Under command. Hell tremble. That's me. Greet my friends. Huh? Hear my call. When twin thunders together.
just like a bird.
I go where wind goes. Woohoo! Dodges in the hexagrams. I go where wind goes. Woohoo! Heat. Tell me, what behold?
I shall be the vessel of your wishes.
goes. Woohoo! I go where wind goes. Tao says go!